Hey y'all. Oh wow, I was late, didn't know it. Hey y'all. I am back with another video. A good chat. And if you guys can't already tell, this live will be about friends. Hey, Jed, what's up, man? Hey, Janelle. And I'm a little snacky, y'all. I ain't gonna eat too much because I slick can't eat with my mouth closed good. And y'all know that's kind of rude, so I just need a little something on my stomach. Hey, Mariah. Hey, Jocelyn. How are y'all doing? I'm eating some dill pickle chips. Hey, C. Y'all, have y'all had those pickled Doritos? Ah, ah. But I'm gonna go ahead and get started in a second. I just want to know how y'all doing though. See, I can't do this. Somebody let me know how you doing. I'm doing well. I'm kind of tired, y'all. I drove back from Athens today, and I probably took like them naps you take, and like you keep waking up like every 2 minutes or so, but it feel like you're sleeping for a long time. Yeah, that's how my nap was today. Mariah, I see that you be working all the time, girl. You got 2 jobs? Child, I pray your strength, honey. Okay. Why does the naps do that to you? Like, you really feel like your naps gonna make you feel so much better, but you be feeling drained and like way down? Oh, well, I hope it gets better for you. Okay, y'all. Thank you, C. Thank you. Okay, y'all, so we're gonna go ahead and get into this topic. As y'all can tell from the title, this topic is about friends. Friends, however you want to say it. Thank you, Belon. Did you check your email yet? Oh, we already talked about that. I'm tripping. Okay, so as y'all can tell, the title is about friends. And first, y'all, I want to know, how do y'all, this is a question that I really have been having for a while. How do you know the difference between a friend and an associate? Now, once y'all answer, excuse me, then we could talk about it a little more. But am I the only one who kind of has a confused kind of outlook on the difference? What is the difference in a friend and an associate? Now, granted, I'm not just talking about a random person, not a random person, but like, somebody you only see every now and then or something like that, or talk to every now and then, but someone who you associate yourself with, y'all do stuff together, y'all go places together, stuff like that. But what makes them a friend as opposed to an associate, or vice versa? And y'all, my head really itching, y'all. I'm sorry. But maybe think about some of your friendships or whatever, and think about the characteristics that, y'all's friendship or associationship possess for y'all to answer this question. Because it's really hard for me to kind of distinguish the two a little bit. A little bit. So I'm going to wait just a little bit for y'all to kind of give me an answer. How you know the difference between a friend and an associate? I do know that a friend is like more personal. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can tell your friend certain things, or basically, yeah, you can tell them certain things. Okay, friend. Okay. So what if you have a friend and you vibe with them or whatever, but you don't have that. Hold on, because I'm trying to. So, should you not? I mean, shouldn't you want the people that you have fun with or associate yourself with? Shouldn't you want them to be trustworthy? Or if you know how this person is or how these people are, then you kind of just feed off of them in a sense. You get what I'm saying? Excuse me. Because I'm asking because, like, why do you want to associate yourself with someone or someone's who you can't even trust? Right? I don't know. Maybe I'm kind of overthinking it a little bit. I don't know. You know how to deal with people. Okay, so boom. That's how you, okay. So you know how to deal with people, so that means you know how to move, Okay, boom. So you don't really have to get them that title of a friend. You just like, I mean, we hanging or you cool, we do this, that, and third. But I know how far to take it, because kind of thing. I think that's what you're saying. I don't know what you're saying. Do you think that it is offensive to label someone an associate if they want to be a friend? And do y'all, gotcha, friends are there through associates. Okay, I like that balloon. So granted, it can start off as y'all being associates, and that's just something that y'all can work into as far as being friends. Because that's just like you may not, trust them at first, but, living and experiencing things and going through things, it can allow y'all to kind of, work your way into a friendship. Okay, bet. Gotcha. So, do you guys believe that you have different friends for different reasons? Do you guys, and y'all can just say yes or no to that question. Do you guys believe that you have different friends for different reasons? I say yes. That's gotcha. And so how do you set that boundary? If you have, you have those different friends, right? So those different friends possess different things. They may even bring different things out of you. How do you set those boundaries? That one friend doesn't cross that boundary of trying to be that other friend or do things that the other friend does. Excuse me. Or should there be boundaries? Should there be boundaries if you know that friends, possess certain things for a certain friend? I really feel like I'm looking at these lashes. I just know which friends I can do or talk about different things with just by knowing the person. Gotcha. Agree. Okay, so now we're gonna go into like the other side, I guess you can say, of friendships as far as dealing with frictions. How do you deal with frictions in a friendship? I know simply that putting other people inside the friction only makes it more friction. Okay. I think obviously it may depend on the age or the maturity level. I can say that. That individuals who are experiencing this friction should, put pride to the side, and just talk about it. Like, there's nothing like, and I did think about when I think Amor Jada and her sister has had whatever going on, sister hating, but whatever. It's no need in putting everybody in your business. as grown individuals, there's nothing, if it's something that you feel you need to discuss, or you feel some type of animosity, or you feel some type of, negativity, it is okay to isolate yourself, to maybe get your mind together, or to make sure that you're not assuming. But in other ways to learn whether you're assuming or not is to ask. You know what I'm saying? So I think to deal with friction, you surely need to communicate, you know. Let me read some of these comments that y'all are saying. Yes, as time progresses, you do know what you can and do, what you can and can't do around friends. I think you kind of messed it up, but I think I know what you were saying. Belon, what you deleting? Okay, so we're going to piggyback off of what C said. She said, give each other space and talk it out amongst y'all. I think that's what you were saying, I think. So how do you know when the time is right? What if both of you guys are kind of distancing yourselves, or maybe not even distancing yourself, but keeping this baggage on your shoulder because maybe you're looking for the next person to kind of smooth it out? How do you handle that? Someone has to be the bigger person, I feel. But it's not always easy being the bigger person. How do you decide who's going to be the bigger person? Let's see. Janelle said, I feel like both of you should be able to come to each other and talk about what's going on. Be honest, but also understand. It is surely all about the approach. It is truly all about the approach. And sometimes, just like C said, though, give each other space, because if you bring a situation to someone with all of that animosity on you, or with all of that rage going on inside of you, all the questions, all of that, it can turn into something very nasty. You can surely be out of a friend simply because you don't know how to approach someone, or you don't know how to deliver a message. Pray about it if you are religious or spiritual or what have you, to ask God to give you the words to say. If this is your friend, you should surely hope that they'll understand you, that y'all are both, looking for the same goal as far as resolving this issue. I think in a lot of friendships, it's a lot of immaturity when it comes to that. However, talking out differences is very difficult. Whether it's friends or family or relationship or, business, whatever it is, talking out differences can be very difficult because sometimes people can deliver things different. Some people can accept things different. You can surely think that you're delivering something, in the best way possible. However, this person may be sensitive. This person may feel like you could have said it a different way. So it can be very challenging resolving friction in a friendship. However, if you guys are friends, you got to look at the bigger picture. Like, we both feel this going on. We both know that something is, everybody feel vibes. We can kind of stop acting like we don't. People feel vibes. You know what I'm saying? So if you feel that it's something, gather your words or what have you and resolve it. Or to, continue to go on. It's okay, see? It's okay. But good. Let's see what else I got for us, y'all. Let me see. So how do you deal? I think this ain't on all the way right here, but okay, so hold on, what is it that I wrote? Okay, so this is a quick question. How do you guys feel about relationships isolating friendships? How do you feel about one of your friends being in a relationship but isolating themselves to kind of establish that relationship with their partner? You may have some feelings of, you could be jealous. You can feel that they're changing or they're acting different. I'm just trying to throw out some things, but y'all comment down below and let me know what do you guys think about friends isolating themselves to establish a relationship with their partner? I feel friendships, if you're already someone's friend, right, that friendship should already be established. I think it's only fair to allow your friend to establish that relationship with their partner, and maybe it could kind of alter if the friend isn't kind of communicating with you, or if you feel like you're doing too much as a friend, they're not responding or not communicating back, or you know when someone's kind of changing, you know what I'm saying? So how do you guys feel about your friends? You're not really hanging with them anymore, they're not really hitting you up anymore, but it's because they're kind of in this new relationship. Hey sis, is there a way you can go live on YouTube without 1,000 subs? I'm honestly not sure, but I kind of think you do have to have 1,000 subscribers. I think I did read that. However, if the option isn't there, when you're going to upload a video, it should be like, the upload, and then it'll be a live, and then it'll be a post. So if that option isn't up there and you don't have 1,000 subscribers, then you probably can't. But I don't know the ins and outs of that. I just know I got 1,000 subscribers, so that's how I'm able to do it that I know of. But just try it. I'm not the person to be asking ins and outs about YouTube just yet. Okay, so let's see. C says she don't see anything wrong with it. I feel like they may need their energy and strength in their relationship. Yeah, true. And I think it gives more comfort in knowing that, you still have a friend who's supporting you. You know what I'm saying? Like, granted, yeah, I'm isolated because it takes a lot to establish that foundation in a relationship. It's not just about the texting here and there, the calling here and there. It's the meat to where, you're trying to understand them, you're trying to see how they live, you're trying to understand all of these different assets to them being that man or that woman, so it takes a lot to kind of learn someone in a relationship. So I think as friends, that support, whenever they do hit you up or whatever, it's love. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it should be jealousy or anything of that nature. That's it right there. That's the nail on the head. That's the nail on the head, Jocelyn. If it's a genuine friendship, they'll understand. Yeah, I think a person should be able to have their relationship and maintain their friendship. I hate when a person ditches their friends for their spouse. True. So what would be their actual actions of ditching their friends for the spouse? Would that be them kind of just not like kicking them to the curb, or what would their actual actions be if they're ditching their friends for their spouse? Because you ain't talking about that. Y'all chilling and then your spouse hits you up and you just finna bounce. You're not talking about that, right? So give me an example. Young Rapunzel. I have another question, you guys. So how do you, for me... I'm waiting on that, Jocelyn, I think. But how do you guys, or have you guys experienced or what have you, do you think that your friendships, that's understandable. Like, oh, so you doing it like that? I get you. Not answering texts or calls, stop communicating. I got you. That's understandable. So my mama said a spouse totally different from a boyfriend. Okay, true. So we talking about... So I think my mom is saying it's different for a husband or a wife as opposed to a boyfriend and a girlfriend. Because, if you ditching them for your spouse, maybe it's for what type of reasons, mama, that you're saying. So what would a wife or a husband ditch their friends for as opposed to a boyfriend and girlfriend ditching their friends for, and it make it more rational or, you know, a different situation. Mama. Jocelyn, stop deleting messages. But what was I saying, y'all? So hold on, cause I got to find this, cause I got to read this here. Okay. This is what I was gonna say. How you treat your friends is a reflection of how you Let me start over. How you treat your friends is a reflection of how you treat your friends. We're not on the same level anymore if you're not married and I'm not. I'm gonna say that again, but I'm gonna read what my mama says. So you're saying you're not on the same level if I'm married. Well, if you're married and I'm not. So if you were to leave me for your husband, I just got to understand it all out the gate because this your husband, correct? But if that's your boyfriend, I mean, you all right to move a little, you know, move a little more, cause ain't no ring on that finger. That's what you saying, Ma? That's what you saying. Okay, let's see what Jocelyn said. I'm gonna go back to what I said in a minute because I remember. Okay. For me, I'm not going to always leave my friends to be layup if I mean I got my time with my friends. That's not my bad. Okay. So you feel, Jocelyn, that I'm with my friends. I get to you later on, but right now I'm with my friends. I ain't got to leave them to lay up with you because that bed gonna be there. That's what you're saying? Okay, Jocelyn. I think that's what you're saying now. Let me know if I'm right or wrong, though. Okay, so the statement that I was making earlier is how you treat your friends is a reflection of how you treat your friends. When you said like, yeah, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. But yeah, so basically what I'm saying is, you know, if you have multiple friends or an individual who may not be your friend, but they're associated with you. So if you're constantly, you know, discussing your friend, and maybe what your friend has been discussing to you, what does that look like as a friend? You know what I'm saying? I feel like my nose is so if so I'm gonna give another example. It's the same. If you're constantly speaking of your friend to other friends or to associates or what have you, you know, constantly talking about them in whatever type of manner, you know, how are your friends supposed to be comfortable with being your friend if you're not even being a friend to your friend? Come on, Pred. Y'all get what I'm saying? Tell me if I'm making sense. When you said let's see, Balon said spouse situation friends change. Single friends cannot relate to spouse relationships. Usually you around friends. Okay, I'm gonna go back to that. Do I have a pen? I'm gonna go back to Balon's statement. But do y'all understand what I'm saying? Like, as a friend, and this is us looking at ourselves as friends. I'm sure everyone on here has at least one friend. And this is a reflecting type of moment, you know. We have to realize that as friends, we are representation of our friends. You know what I'm saying? Granted, I don't feel that birds of a feather flock together. Do y'all believe that? I'm gonna stop right there. Do you guys believe that birds of a feather flock together? I need to find a pen so I can remember what Balon said. This is terrible. Do you guys believe that birds of a feather flock together? We was just asking this question like 2 weeks ago, me and some of my friends. Ooh. And I mean, y'all can kind of say yes or no to that, unless y'all saying more now. Dang, I don't even have a pen right here, and this marker is not it. Okay. Because I got to remember this question right here. I don't think birds of a feather flock together simply because I feel everyone is their own person. I feel you're not obligated to do what this person is doing, especially like when you are past that stage of trying to fit in, because I think a good bit of people kind of go through that phase of wanting to fit in or wanting to do what your friends do, but when you grown and when you have things going on in your life, I don't think that birds of a feather flock together. However, you may have some of the, you may have similarities. You may have things that you guys have in common or things that y'all like or what have you like that. But you have some, I think it's kind of a case by case thing. Every bird with a feather don't flock with just another bird that got a feather. Nah. You know what I'm saying? Nah. All them birds ain't flopping together now. They can't really trust you if you're speaking about a conversation between the two of you. I'm coming back to that balloon now. Listen to that, Jocelyn. For real, y'all can't tell. So all them birds just flopping together. Ain't no bird just gonna go the other way because it's cold that way. Yeah. Some birds can't even fly good. Y'all is trippy. Hold on. I got to write this down because Balon talking about other stuff that I got to go back and talk about. Okay. Because the reason why I'm going back to that Balon is because I had this discussion with someone else. And I'm trying to see what y'all think about that. Okay, so the answers that I have gotten is yes and no. I think it may vary friendship to friendship. You can also depend on person. In some cases, yes. Okay, so why do you guys say yes? So Balloon, why do you say yes that birds of a feather flock together? And Jocelyn, excuse me, what are some of those cases? I truly believe that it depends on the personality, Janelle. Some people I feel are yes men, yes women. I feel that they're just going to do what everybody else is doing. That's their personality. You know what I'm saying? They feel they have to have someone or they feel they got to be a part of a pack. You know what I'm saying? Some people just like, if that's what I want to do, I'm going to do it. If it's not, then I'm not doing it, So it definitely is a case-by-case situation. It's a personality-by-personality situation. I can truly agree with that. So I just feel we got to figure out another kind of way to say that, because you can't, like, if you talking about birds of it, like, you talking about all the birds, and I need my own section. You need your own section. She need her own. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't just categorize everybody as just birds and other feathers. Nah, because I ain't got to flop if I don't want to flop, and you ain't finna put me in the flopping if I ain't flopping. There has to be a separation in the things you do, because you shouldn't let your good be evil spoken of. So my mom said there has to be some separation in the things that you do, because you shouldn't let your good be evil spoken of. So you saying, Mom, let me make sure this is what you're saying now, and I understand this here clearly. You're saying, granted, you not that bird that they being, but you a bird. And you with them flopping, but you ain't flopping how they flopping. You just with them flopping. So I'm going to stop talking about the birds. I'm going to just stop doing that. But you basically saying just because someone else is doing it and you may be associated or you may be with them, but that don't mean you doing what they doing. But with you being with them or associate yourself with them or in the same setting or what have you, you can be spoken of the same things that they doing. That's what you're saying. Because that's something. I can understand that. I can understand that, Mona. But tell me if I'm right. It just meant to make you go the other way, especially when you're developing a friendship with someone. Okay. So my mama said it. She said that now. So basically, at the end of the day, everyone has their own. That's just what I'm feeling like. Everyone has their own choice to do whatever. Now, if you go over there and they flopping, and you over there, and they flopping, and they gonna talk about y'all flopping, you ain't got no choice but to be categorized by what they talking about, because you know what they doing. You know what I'm saying? So we have our own brains to move and do as we please. Now, so if you want to flop and be talked about flopping, that's on you. That was your choice, which we all have a choice. So it's just your choice. But people just need to separate that and stop saying everybody flopping now. But everybody don't be flopping. You are cracking me up. Right. Some people follow their friends just right. But then you also have people who not gonna just jump with the other nigga. Yeah. Right. Exactly. Exactly. And then too, this is one thing too. Jocelyn, you just brought this up. Belun, I have not forgot about you. But Jocelyn just said, then you make your choice to continue that friendship or not. Now, just because your friends do something, but you got this friend or these other friends who don't, do you think the friendship should be altered? Or do you think there should be, you know how you have those friends who do certain things, or, they probably won't call you because she ain't doing that. She don't really get down with that. It's going to be too many people. You know what I'm saying? So should it be something of that nature, or should you just cancel them as friends altogether? They're not though, Jocelyn. They're not looking at. They don't look at stuff as being individualized. They just ready to just label you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Okay, so y'all, I'm gonna go back to Belun's question earlier. Basically, okay, Belun, let me know if I'm kind of interpreting this correctly. But because I had this situation where we were discussing that a married wife, it depends on where the friendship is. It was a couple, right? And the wife has single friends. Okay. Now the husband only has married friends. Choose. The husband only has married friends, but the wife has single friends. Now, the husband feels as if, I don't really, it's not that I don't trust your friends or have any issue with your friends. I just don't know your friends. I just know they're single. You know what I'm saying? Now, the husband is just, the wife is just like, well, I mean, they're not going to let me do anything that's, outside of my vows or what have you. And she's like, all of her single friends, they wish to be married. So does that make it different, being that, not to say, you just take her word of, oh, my friends want to be married, but at what boundary do you set to where, you was just single too now? You know what I'm saying? Like, you was just single. So you just gonna throw all of that away because you got married. You know what I'm saying? So how does that work? I know Mama married. I know Belun married. I don't know if we have any other married people on here. But as for the single people, would you guys feel a way if your friend got married and like totally just ditched you? Earlier, Rapunzel was saying how, some friends may ditch you for their spouse, but is that fair? Let's talk about it. How do you handle, you so happy for your friend getting married, we were all single together. She just got married, but now she's kind of, she don't really vibe with us anymore. How do you really go about that? I wonder how I would go about that. I think it's something that still would need to be talked about as for, the friends. That would be something that y'all need to discuss. Excuse me, because at the end of the day, that a marriage is totally different from a relationship, a boyfriend-girlfriend situation. So I think it does need to be some form of respect or some form of understanding. That maybe, I can't do the same things that I once was doing. I can't go the same places that I once was going, But that is case by case as well, because you have some people who are married who still, do the things that they were doing. That's just an understanding that marriage has, So that could surely be case by case as well. because every marriage isn't the same. Everyone has their own funk or their own twang or their own shebang to their marriage. So every marriage isn't the same. Let's see. So Mama said that boils down to respect for the marriage as well as your friends respect. Yeah, surely boils down to respect. At the end of the day, there has to be respect, like you said, to the friendship and to that marriage. Okay, so just respect. My tooth hurt, y'all. Well, it ain't no tooth no more. Okay. Balloon, are you on here? Or are you typing? I'm gonna wait on you a little bit. Because I am about to conclude this after I do want to allow Balloon to get her statement out. I think she's on here. Okay, so I am gonna go ahead and give my closing remarks. There she go. Okay, you just not a total ditch. It's just that the friendship changes. We made lunch, but we in a club looking together. Gotcha. Mm-hmm. Yep, that's it there, y'all now. So basically, if you married, we could still be friends. But you know how we used to be out the 4-5, going bar hopping or what have you. We can't do that no more because I got to be home by this time, and that's just giving my spouse that respect, because at the end of the day, you will want the same for them. And they shouldn't. That's definitely correct. Like that's those type of things isn't something that should even be kind of questionable, because you have to give that respect, to your spouse. But as far as the friend, you surely gotta respect that. It's a different level of companionship there, where I can't do the stuff that you do, because y'all for real, but y'all it's levels to it. That's understandable. That's understandable for sure. So it should just be respect given in a situation like that. But to give my closing remarks, you guys, first, I want to thank y'all so much for tuning in. Thank y'all for your response, your feedback. I love it, y'all. Thank y'all for being honest, transparent. But basically what I just want to close with is, when it comes to friendships, it has to be a lot of self-reflecting. I say that simply because, you have different friends for different reasons. Obviously, we've spoken of that. You have those friends who, they're still, in a sense, kind of, what's the word? Not reviewing. What's the word, y'all? They're still kind of feeling you out, not feeling you out. Anyway, if you're the friend that you want your friend to be, y'all will be okay. So you can't expect something from a friend that you're not even giving out yourself. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to conflicts, we need to try to be as mature, as grown as possible, simply because, you have two totally different people. Y'all may have similarities, y'all may have things that y'all have in common. However, y'all are two different people. You may deliver something different and you may receive something different. So you have to figure out a way to kind of get your words together in a respectful way that'll be delivered, and being able to accept it, friendships aren't, always peaches and cream. You may have your differences, but you have to agree to disagree with any relationship. Friendships are very important to some people, and some people don't take friendships lightly. And if you are one of those persons who, don't really take it that serious, if you my friend, you my friend, we see each other, if you're that type of person, you need to make that known, simply because people really, I'm going back to this same word, y'all. What is this word I'm trying to say? People really are still kind of, and I'm still going to say figuring you out, but that's not the word that I'm trying to use, because they need to feel comfort in knowing that they have this friend. Not a friend who tomorrow they'll be mad and all their business is told, or I got to hear something coming back to me that I told you, all of this different, chaotic kind of stuff going on. Did I freeze up, y'all? I was froze on my screen. So yes, do a lot of self-evaluating. Maybe what have you done? What have you said? How have you said it? How did I receive it? You know your friends. You know your friends. If something was said or done that wasn't done how you would like for it to have been done or said, that's something that you can, put on the table. Hey, I didn't like how you said it. It hurt my feelings. Or, I feel you could have said that different. You didn't really understand that how it was displayed. So I wanna allow you to understand, just talk about it. Don't assume, don't, make it be something that it doesn't have to be. That all you have to do is just talk about it and it can be resolved. You know what I'm saying? A lot of friendships end simply because pride. You weigh all that burden on yourself when all you have to do is talk about it, because maybe the 2 people or the 3 people or the clique has the same things on their mind, but no one is discussing it. No one is talking about it. They're talking about it amongst themselves, but no one is really putting the best foot forward and really talking about it. You know what I'm saying? So I want us to challenge ourselves to be the best friends that we can be, and that's all that you can control is yourself. As excuse me, as long as you're putting your best foot forward and you're being the best friend that you can be, you will attract that. Okay, so challenging you guys again, make sure you're writing in your journals. Make sure you guys are being the best friends that you can be, because it reflects who you are. What type of friend you are reflects who you are as a person. So I hope you guys have a great week. Make sure you're writing in your journals. Make sure you're thinking positive and being positive. I'll see you guys on next Sunday. Y'all have a great week. Love y'all.